It's Week 18 of the NFL.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Going right back to Akers.
Well, he's got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On first down, Castillo.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now Castillo throwing on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
To throw is Castillo on first down.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Castillo now, looking to throw on second down. Flushed out right.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
They'll run a draw now with Akers.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Oh, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
From the 29,
Hurts.
catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jalen Phillips.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Akers.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
They came into this game saying that was important. They set the tone and showed that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Off play action, Castillo.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Here's Castillo off the play fake.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Again, it'll be Akers.
Oh, nice move. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Castillo going to throw on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they could at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
Sanders' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Eluding the pressure right. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Miami set to take over.
Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
First down, Miami.
Back to throw. Castillo. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Castillo's pass. Complete to Mike Gesicki. It's a pick up of 6. Brings up second and
They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Castillo escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Castillo. Quick slant. Tyreek Hill with it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Dolphins have moved out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Raiders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raiders heading out to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Hurts throw complete here to Waller.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hurts.
The left side throw complete to Adams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Renfro bringing it in over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jacobs going to try the middle.
And able to get this to the 31.
2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Hurts sets up to throw it. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing is Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Jalen Hurts, 14 yards. And the Raiders have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On first down, Hurts. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second down and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now back to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And they will take over first and 10. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Castillo, a final shot before break. That's going to be caught by Waddle. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
To throw is Castillo. To throw again. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Castillo now from the gun on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Castillo. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he stopped immediately there. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Castillo. And that is incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hurts throw taken in by Adams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Another Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Slant to Adams.
And he's taken down at the 7th after a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7th.
7-yard pickup.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Looking to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top row. I like it. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Here's Castillo to throw on second down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Castillo on 3rd down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit on play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here.
On the slant, this is Chark. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7. Hurts. And it's complete to Adams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jacobs now running right through him. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. Touchdown Raiders. DJ Chark with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me to that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
70 yards rushing for Akers, and this is a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Castillo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now Castillo to throw on 3rd down.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Quickly a slant to Renfro.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They run it with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 38,
Hurts. The slant connects with Devontae Adams.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Hurts sets up to throw it. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running is Jacobs. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Second and 5 now. Hurts. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On first down, Hurts. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. On fourth down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter.
To throw is Castillo on 1st and 10.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now they'll bring up 3rd down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins.
This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together.